Hello, my air signs. Welcome to your weekly element reading. And this is for all my Geminis, my Libras, my Aquarians. We're going to be focusing in on the week of September 12th to September 19th. But if you have dropped by this video outside of that time frame, I always say the creator spirit are not bound by time or space. So if your intuition nudged you here, and I would definitely still watch because I'm sure there's messages for you. If you are watching this between September 12th and September 19th, the energies I want to talk about this week is really the Pisces full moon that happens on September 20th. You know, we've had this Aquarian full moon 2 months in a row, and now we have this Pisces full moon. The Aquarian full moon's brought this beautiful, dreamy, feeling of wanting to change the world and change ourselves and just improve things. And this Pisces energy is actually helping bring some practical steps, some practical guidance and grounding to put those dreams into action, not just stay in this dreamy state where all we do is dream and nothing unfolds for that dream. So, beautiful energy that does start, usually the week before a full moon, you can start to feel it. So that since that happens the day after this, for this reading period, it definitely will be influencing us this week. I did create Pisces full moon readings by zodiac sign, each individual one. So if you want to check that out, I'll throw the playlist at the end of this video. So if you want to check out and get more information about that energies for your sign, then definitely check that out. And if you do want to just make sure that you are notified of when these new types of videos that I put out, you just make sure to hit the subscribe button and click the little bell as well, and then you'll get notified when those come out. So we'll go ahead and leave that at that, and then we're going to jump in here and just see what the creator wants you to know for this week. What else? We're going to start off by pulling a card here from the Star Temple Oracle, and this is just going to represent what the creator wants you to know just in general for the week. All right, creator, so for our beautiful air signs, what else do you want them to know about the upcoming week, please? Okay, it's going to be the one right there. And you got number 18, the shining star, Electra, glow. I no longer dim my light. I shine brightly for all to see. Beautiful, beautiful. And I love it that the star card in the major arcana is actually represents Aquarian air sign. So this is definitely the message of shining bright. And I didn't even focus in on, there's this beautiful mirror. So seeing yourself, seeing how beautiful and bright and glowing you are, and that you do have so much to offer and so much to bring to this world, especially in this time. There's so much going on in the world that ignites more fear and those fear emotions, that any hope you can bring, which the star card is about hope, that you can bring this beautiful brilliance, this beautiful brightness in the darkness, right? It's like the world is going through a dark night of the soul, it feels like, but all the bright beams of light, as we shine and shine and shine, we all become, brighter and brighter and brighter, and that helps other people realize the brightness and light they also have within themselves. So the words for this card are dim, shine, seen. So it says, Star Child, never dim your light again. This card symbolizes a positive breakthrough for you. Letting your own light shine bright attracts high vibe people and situations that resonate with your magnetic vibration. It also encourages others to shine their light too, like we were saying. Harness your inner power and radiate it out into the world to exuberantly attract all that you desire. Know that you deserve the best. Say that again. Know that you deserve the best. Electra elevates you to the height of the star temple so you can embody your sovereignty and your brilliance. So yeah, definitely connecting to that worth, connecting to, I almost feel like your divine, I mean, of course, your divine self, but it's like your divine heritage, your divine inheritance, that you are this powerful, supernatural, eternal spirit being made of unconditional love. And you're so deserving. You are, once you connect to this real self, to your higher self, you realize just how expansive you are and how powerful you are. Because even in this earth here, our human side, we don't recognize it, but whenever we're focusing on something, it's growing. Whether it's something like we're focusing on lack or focusing on the bad things we think are happening in our life, those get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. If we focus on gratitude and thankful for what we are in our life, focusing on what we do want to grow, then that expands instead. So I really feel this beautiful focus on the energy. If you're focused on dark things, darkness grows. If you focus on bright light things, that grows. So I feel like this is that message for you. We're going to pull cards here from the Everyday Tarot and just see what else the Creator wants you to know about this week as well. So we'll get some clarity, some validation, or new information. All right. So for our air signs, what else do you want them to know about this week, Creator? Okay, I feel like this one. Oh my goodness. So this one, and they want this one, that one, and that one. Okay. So let's unpack these. Okay, makes sense. Queen of Swords. Swords are the air sign, which you are. So this is all about your thoughts, your beliefs, your mentalities, your mindsets, your expectations. And you have empowered with this beautiful Ace of Swords, which is what you're able to cut away old ways of thinking, old mindsets and beliefs, and you're able to cut those and let those fall away. So it's a beautiful, it brings in your capital T truths rather than your small t truths. And you have your hand extended here, which means you're open-minded and you're allowing new thoughts and new beliefs to come in that are more in alignment to the bright light that you are. And she also sits upon a throne of a cup, which the cups are our emotions. It's the water energy. And because she's almost at the end of the sword suit, she's learned a lot, She's the divine feminine side of it as well. So she definitely brings in this emotional balance, getting out of our heads, not always there, but connecting to our intuition, connecting to the higher realms through our emotions. And so it's this beautiful balance that comes between head and heart, which of course the heart is where we feel our emotion, where we connect to spirit. And I really feel like that's this message that's coming here very strongly, is about making sure that we're connecting to this divine feminine. It's almost like the Queen of Cups, High Priestess energy, that trusting our gut, trusting our intuition, connecting to the higher realms allows us to see things from a higher perspective, see things more clearly, and see what truths, small t truths of the human fear world no longer serve us, and finding capital T truths. So let's see what else comes with that. Yeah. Swords again, more swords, more thoughts, beliefs, and mentalities. And the Seven of Swords, sometimes they call it like the deceiver, the thief card. But I really feel for this reading, this is about realizing what thoughts and beliefs do you have that you're having are deceiving yourself, right? And so it's like leaving these beliefs, these are like small t truths, leaving those behind. But it's about really investigating and understanding and seeing more clearly those things that you are blinded to, that you are in your subconscious, your unconscious, but they're something that you so strongly believe that you're blinded by it. But I love that this is all about transformation and about relieving it, because otherwise you'd be holding Instead of 5 swords, you'd be holding 7, but you're leaving some behind, which is showing this movement of leaving old beliefs and old thoughts and patterns behind. Yeah, because here you're holding the 10 of Wands. Wands is your drive, your ambitions, your passions, your energy. And this being a 10 means, yeah, you are at an ending, ready for a new beginning, because you are you've invested so much energy, and you on this journey that you've been on, you have so many, like, all these beliefs and all these expectations take so much energy to maintain and try to meet all these expectations of others even, and you find that within yourself and also from other people, that all these expectations even have contradictory things, and you realize all this energy that you're using to maintain all this supposed roles and have tos and should be's and need tos in your life, that if you don't do them, you're rejectable, you're not lovable. But you're really understanding this as you connect to these higher truths. You're like, wait a minute, I'm done investing all that energy in those things that really aren't making me happy, that really aren't bringing me what I was told they would, right? This fulfillment. When you have this, you'll feel full. Nope. Well, if you have 2 of those, you'll feel full. Oh, well, I'm not. Well, I mean, if you have 3 of those, you'll feel full. And you're like, okay, I'm done. I'm not buying into it anymore, right? And so you're ready to stop investing that energy in those things, whether it's a person, a situation, or possessions, or your body, or money, whatever it might be. You're realizing all those things that you were taught that were going to fulfill you aren't, and so you're like, and I'm done. Yeah, and then you have the 2 of Swords again. So a lot of air energy, which is not surprising here for you, and you definitely are at a crossroads where you're ready to make some decisions. And I love this card the way they have it, because of course you're blinded, and there's the moon here. So it's like one of these has to do with your human side and your human small t truths. But when you intuitively connect, like we were talking about with the Queen of Swords, with that cup energy, you're able to see things more clearly. And so you can look at that blindfold as you're not looking at the worldly stuff, but that you're closing your eyes. You're closing your physical eyes and connecting to your heart, your third eye, to the spiritual world. You're seeing those higher truths, those capital T truths that are showing you what is like your drive in life, what truly makes you feel fulfilled, what truly drives you, what truly makes your heart sing, what makes your soul just full of joy. All this other stuff was exhausting you because it's not what you wanted for yourself. It's what you thought you were supposed to want for yourself, what you should want for yourself. All that external blah, blah, blah opinion, as I call it, the popular opinion on how you should live, the popular opinion on what emotions you should feel. And you're like, but I don't want to do that. Well, too bad. That's what you're supposed to do, so do it. And then you're like, I didn't want to do that. And you don't have this joy, right? But if you're like, this is what I want to do, and then you do it, you have all this passion and joy behind it, right? All this energy. You don't feel like you're blotted down. Sorry. More swords, Knight of Swords. But this is beautiful because you're taking action, which is right above this card, which is pretty cool. Because like we said, you're moving away from these old ways, those other swords, and this is like you're taking action on your swords. Here's that Ace of Swords again that the Queen had there. And so you're using that to find more truths, to actually use that, the cutting away of things, which is totally what was going on with this Seven of Swords. You were leaving old thoughts behind, but you're definitely taking action on new thoughts and beliefs, also taking action on cutting away old thoughts and beliefs, which make room for those new thoughts and beliefs. Again, the Queen of Swords, her hand extended and open, meaning she's ready to receive new ways, because the old ways just haven't been fulfilling. So you're definitely, and you never let go of anything you don't want to. So don't freak out if you're like, but I don't want to let go of stuff. You're like, you know what? When fear of some sort outweighs how, what we're wanting to do, we don't do it because the fear is overpowering that. But when this ugly feeling of not being ourselves and experiencing the same thing over and over and over again, it becomes greater than our fears, that's when we take action, and not until then usually. So, you never will let go of anything you don't want to anyway, right? Truth, right? Yeah, because here you go. Final card, Judgment. This is so cool because this is your small self, your human self, realizing, you were in a coffin, feeling dead, drained, but this is your higher self calling to you, going, you're more than that. You're me. You're a part of me. You're something bigger. So like we were talking about here, about connecting to your higher self, connecting to just how powerful you really are. You don't, hide yourself. You don't bury yourself alive in a coffin in darkness. You come out of that coffin and you shine bright. And even, I love the trumpet there. You announce your shining in brightness. People hear it, they see it, they feel it. And they will see a difference in you when you let go of this old way of believing about yourself, and see yourself for truly how powerful you really are. Beautiful. All right, and then lastly, we're going to pull a soul card here. It's a soul truth card. We'll see what the final message the Creator has for you for the week. Creator, what's your final message for our air signs for this week coming up, please? Okay. This says, where am I with my health goals? Where do I want to be? Why am I not there? What will it take for me to feel well? And before I turn it over here, I'm really feeling just intuitively from this that this is like those expectations, right? Because one of the biggest things is how my body should look, how I should feel, all those types of things, are so impact, especially in the United States. We have huge body image issues because we have all this supposed to's, and this is how you're supposed to look, and what you're supposed to do, and how you're supposed to eat, and how much you're supposed to work out, and this is good for your body. Oh nope, we found out that that's not. This is actually good for your body. Oh nope, we found out that's not good either. And you have all this information, and it's just flooded in. But this is such a representation of this feeling of the small t truths and all the energy we invest in it. And it says, if my body could talk, it would say, and then here's the soul action. And so it says, feed your body what it needs to feel nourished, appreciated, and loved. Make some new, exciting goals to take your health to the next level. And I really feel, I'm going to put it this way here, because I really feel this is the message. Your, not just your physical body, but your whole being. Feed it what it needs to feel nourished. This wasn't making you feel nourished. This wasn't satisfying your hunger, wasn't quenching your thirst, right? And so whatever you're feeding, whatever thoughts and beliefs and expectations, those are the things that you're working through here, because what you've been feeding yourself have been those thoughts and beliefs that have been rooted in fear of not being lovable, fear of rejection. But with you connecting to this higher self and you're finding these capital T truths, that is where you're going to find your nourishment. That's going to start from the inside out. Because if you don't love yourself on the inside and you have all these thoughts and beliefs that are shrinking you and making you feel dim, that just rolls out into your body and out into your world. But when you change your inner self, your inner heart, your life changes from the inside out, and you start just seeing health just comes naturally when you have this unconditional love for yourself, when you're out of fear. When you're in this mode of fight or flight, your body is actually shut down in a lot of ways. It goes in and out of that fight or flight, which shuts down your immune system. It shuts down your digestive system. It shuts down even your brain in a way, because the blood rushes out for you to be in this protect or run mode, and not into the thinking mode. So you might have a foggy brain even. And so this beautiful connection that you have when you connect to that higher self within you, to that unconditional love, which brings peace and joy and laughter into your being, which is your true essence. That's really who you are, this bright light. When that ignites within your heart and becomes bigger and bigger and bigger and brighter and brighter and brighter, you spend less time in fear, and your body is spending more time in its perfect healing mode, its perfect running mode. It's not shut down. It's like all the systems are up and running more and more, and then that just brings health to your body. And then it floods out into every area of your life, your thoughts, your emotions, your physical, world, like I said, your physical body and all the world around you. And it also ignites this beautiful spiritual energy within you, which then activates other things, other gifts that you didn't realize you even had, because your light was so dim. There was so much limited power that some of your spiritual systems were not being able to be generated, right? It's like you don't have enough electricity to run everything. Only the basic systems are running. But as you grow your light and brightness too, you also see things spark. Your intuitiveness, your knowingness, your sensing other people's emotions, healing abilities, all sorts of amazing things as well. So beautiful message for this week. I am loving it for you. We're going to leave it there. And just know, as you go throughout this week, each and every second of every day, you are unconditionally loved by the Creator of all things. And I love you too. You have an amazing week, and I'm sure I'll be talking to you very soon. You take care.